Hello, everybody, guys. Come on in. Welcome to Rekindle Blessings. My name is Beth, and this is my page. Come on in, hang out, y'all. Come on in. Let's make something fun tonight. Come on in, friends. I've already got some Paint Pixie paint here on this tray. It's saltwater taffy is what it's called. Hi, Janet. How are you? We'll be painting this while we're talking. While I'm waiting on y'all to get in here. We're going to be painting this white. Saltwater taffy. Saltwater taffy. Hi, Janet. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. For all of you that are new here on the page, I thank you for being here. For those of you that have been here, thank you for coming back. And if you're not part of the Rekindle Blessings family, hit that button, become part of it. That means to follow. And if you like what you see, I ask that you share the video out. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Dana. Hello, Hope and Jackie. Hello, Miss Cindy. How's everybody doing tonight? It's a rainy Saturday night here in Indiana, y'all. It got yucky out earlier. We had storms like crazy. And it is just a yucky day out. Hi, Connie. Hello, Nicola. Hello, Denise. Miss LaFern, how are you, my friend? Hope you're doing good. Okay, I'm putting saltwater taffy on here, you guys. That's the color. It's a Paint Pixie paint. Saltwater taffy. You know, hers are all named after paints, or they're named after food. Makes me hungry every time I craft. It's her fault I'm heavy. Thank you, Connie. This hat is from our friend Michelle Bissonette from the page. She brought it to me to our retreat. And her and her husband gave me and Randy a hat. And I got a whole bunch of other stuff. I got a really pretty bracelet, a couple pretty bracelets, some necklaces. I think I got some earrings. I can't remember. But I got a really pretty Bible from her. I got all kinds of stuff, you guys. I got a lot of gifts at our retreat, and I truly appreciate that. Nobody had to do that stuff. Hi, Marvina. Hi, Nancy and Sue. Hello, Jeannie. Welcome in, guys. Can you guys take a guess what we're making tonight? Does anybody know what we're making? Hi, Lori Parks. Hi, Diana. I am a little early. I'm a little bit early because I just didn't want to be real late on here. Hi, Debbie Branch and Debbie Cosner. How are you, friend? Hi, Janet. Hang on a minute. He's saying something there. What?
Are you making whoopee?
No, I'm not making whoopee. Whoopee is that stuff you're always saying I'm making when I'm on my diet. That's whippy.
That's what they used to call it on the Newlywed Game.
Oh. I thought you were talking about that whippy stuff I make that you call whoopee. Are you making whoopee?
That's whippy, isn't it?
Yes. You're hilarious.
No.
It's pouring rain, you guys. It's pouring rain. Hi, Grace.
Nice.
The friend's doing good. Hi, Liz. Much needed rain. Yes, we did need it. And our trees, you guys. Oh my goodness. Overnight, our trees have turned beautiful. We've got bright reds and yellows and, oh my gosh, golden colors. Oh my goodness, you guys. They are gorgeous. Oranges. Our trees are beautiful right now. And they're just going to get prettier with this rain. This rain will help them turn gorgeous. So I'm excited about that. Hi, Janet. Have new and first. Oh, congratulations, friend. Gotta love those great grandbabies. Got to love those great grandbabies. We're supposed to go to a Halloween party, but I don't do Halloween anymore, plus the weather. Lori, I know, sister girl. Yeah, that rain, there's a lot of rain, you guys. We got drenched. I mean, it poured here. Poured. First time in a long time we've had a good thunderstorm. Where's my sweet pea? He's in the other room. He's in the other room. You thought a different whoopee. You're funny, Jackie. You're funny. That's what Randy said. He goes, that's what they used to call it on the Newlywed Game. Whoopee. He's silly. He is so silly. Do you guys remember that show back when we were young, the Newlyweds? That was a fun show. I loved watching that when I was younger. The Newlyweds. Isn't it funny how times have changed and TV has changed? Because that was kind of a racy show at the time. But it was really innocent compared to now. Really innocent compared to now. All right, this here said Happy Home. I got this little box from the Dollar Tree, you guys. We needed it too, Jolene, but we got it too, girl. Hi, Daphne. How are you? Hi, Sherry. Nope, I didn't make it to Cover Bridge Festival. I did not make it this year. It makes me so sad because I love going down there. I love going down there, but it is what it is, because we had our retreat at the same time as the festival, so I didn't get a chance to get down there because we were so busy. And then when I got home, I had a lot to do, so. Jackie Whitaker, I did not see your message, honey. Hey, Beth, look for Happy Mail next week. Okay, I will. Is that Jackie? I will, sister. Are you letting your hair grow out? No, I just haven't had a chance to get it cut. I just haven't had a chance to get in there and get it done. I haven't even really thought about it. And when I do make an appointment, sometimes it takes her 2 weeks to, it takes a long time to get me in, because the girl that I go to is really, really good. Everybody wants to go to her. So, I'll get an appointment soon. I'm not in any hurry. It doesn't look bad when I fix it, so I'm not too worried about it. If it starts looking bad, then that's when I start worrying. But I'll just wear a hat. I put on a hat today because we went out, to a couple of yard sales this morning. Randy kind of wanted to go out and about, so I put this hat on because I didn't want to wash my hair and try to take time to get all cleaned up and everything, you know. So I just threw on my hat and called it a day. And plus, he wanted the windows down. So when you have the windows down, your hair always looks terrible. But hats are a good way to keep your hair looking decent. Also, the dating game. Yes, Sandy, the dating game. I watched that too. Hi, Jack. Alan, how are you? Hello, Luella. Hello, Shelly. Oh. And I'm so glad I do. I'm so glad we cheer you up. That makes me happy. All right. You know, that paint smells so good. I don't know what it is about that paint lately, but it smells so good. All right. We got it painted white. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to add some other things to it too. So it does not have to be perfect. Let me rinse my brush here. Grab me a towel down here so I have a pink towel. Expecting bad storms. Yeah, we are too. We are too. We had some storms earlier. Spread the blessings. Thank you, Miss Nancy Church. Guys, if you didn't hear me earlier, I'd appreciate if you guys would share this out. I need to start getting my videos out there, you guys, because we've kind of slacked a little bit. I usually get close to 100 shares, and here lately I've been getting maybe 30, 40, maybe. So if you guys would do that for me, I'd really appreciate it. All right, y'all, tonight we're going to do something fun. I kind of came up with this on my own. You guys are going to think I'm crazy, but it's going to be cute. Once it's done, it'll be cute. I hope it will anyway. I've never done it. We decided just to throw it together tonight. I was messing around and I found this little thing here and it gave me an idea. So this is the end of a finial that puts on a curtain rod, you know, that you put your curtains on. This is a finial. I buy these whenever I find them. I got these here at Ollie's. They came in a 2-pack and I think I gave like $3 for them. I think they were like $2.99. They may have been a little bit more. But these are really good bottle toppers as well. So anytime you guys find these finials, grab them up because they are so good for different things. But anyway, we are going to, the first thing I'm going to do is I have a little, this is like one of those little snow globe things from the Dollar Tree. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this, if I can get this off here. I'm going to open this up and take this paper out of here first. Thank you for spreading the blessings, Joanne. I appreciate you. Thank you, Connie. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you, Susan. You guys are awesome. You know what? I'm going to pick somebody tonight to get something for spreading those blessings. Not because you are. I'm not asking you to do it because of that reason. But I am going to pick somebody because I'm thankful for you all doing it. So we'll pick somebody. But you may not find out until tomorrow or whenever because I will send you a message because I can't go back through the ones that have already done it. So I'll have to go back. I'll have to watch the video again. But anyway, I'm going to put that right back in there, that plug. This is from the Dollar Tree. Keep that in mind. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down to this block here. Okay, I'm just using hot glue. We're just going to glue that baby right down to this block. I'm just going to put a big bunch of hot glue because I want it to stay. I'm going to put it right here in the center of this little block. We're just going to push it right down in there and hold that down. With Jenga blocks. Oh, I've seen those snowmans. Those are awesome. All right. Y'all see that? How do you know I'm making a snowman? What makes you think I'm making a snowman? What makes you think I'm making a snowman? But anyway, we have that down in there, y'all. Okay. Thank you, Janet. Thank you so much, friend, for sharing me out. Put it back in, Miss Carolyn. Look at my comment. Hang on, I'm gonna try to see if I can find it, Carolyn. Sometimes I can't see your comments, you guys. Sometimes it's better just to put it in because it'll only let us scroll back like 3 comments. So if I missed it, I won't be able to see it again. Did you guys see the bottle picked? Santa, we had our mail on hold while we were gone. No, Lori, I'm gonna bring that to you whenever we come and pick up the other stuff. I'm gonna bring that to you. I was gonna mail it when we got back. I told Renee, I said, just hold on to it. We gotta go up to her house anyway, or we gotta meet her. So no, I did not send it, sister. Okay, this is in here now. Okay, it's attached. So what I'm gonna do, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some baking soda, y'all. We're gonna make some snow. We're gonna make some snow. Thank you, Shirley Smith. I appreciate you, my friend. And this is just baking soda that I leave in my craft room, y'all. Don't go getting your baking soda. If you do get your baking soda out of your kitchen, put it in a container and leave it in your kitchen. Don't bring it in your craft room because you'll get stuff in it and then you won't be able to use it in your kitchen. So I'm just gonna put this baking soda, and you guys, there's really no, you can see I'm not measuring. There's no measurements to this. Just put it in there until it looks good, and then you're good to go. Okay? Okay, and then I'm gonna grab me some Elmer's glue. You can use Elmer's glue or you can use Mod Podge. I'm using Elmer's glue. Okay, well, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some white paint. Whoops, after I blow it, get that down at the bottom here, hang on. I'm gonna add some white paint. As you see, I'm still not measuring. I'm still not measuring, y'all. I'm just pouring it in here. Okay. I'm just gonna pour it in there until we get it to where I think it looks good.
Are you telling them I'm watching football?
I didn't tell him anything.
Nobody asked where I'm at?
Nobody cares where you're at, loser. If you cared where we were, you'd be in here with us. No, I'm kidding, honey. No, they said to tell you hi, I think. A couple of them did. I'm just teasing you, baby doll.
I know.
I use plan, you guys. When I use plan, he's not going to be here because that's.
Why you done one? I'm watching Tennessee now.
Oh.
I gotta make sure Alabama loses.
He's watching Tennessee and Alabama right now. He's a turkey, you guys. He's being a turkey. I'm trying to tease Miss K.
Between them and
All right, now you guys can see. Look, it's like a pudding consistency. That's what we want. That's what you want. But you want to make sure it's good and stirred up. Okay, you want it all good and stirred in there. Okay. I'm just going to pull this right back out there, and I'm going to wipe it off with a baby wipe. Here's for my brother. He's not good. Dorothy, I sure will, honey. You guys pray for Miss Dorothy's brother. He's been having a lot of issues. Sending you a box of crafting. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Carolyn. I appreciate you, sister. I love you. Okay, now.
Don't get moved yet?
No, she was just telling me she was sending me some crafting items. All right, y'all. I'm going to use this little plastic, this little glue thing because it's good for all kinds of stuff. And as long as you put it in your water, you can use this for whatever you want. And we're going to make some snow inside here. We're going to put some snow down inside here around this lid here. Okay. I'm just going to go around the area here. And we're just going to put it up on the edges and just all over. As you can see, I'm just slopping it down in there. There's no certain way I'm doing it. I'm just slopping it down in there. And Jackie goes, that's right. He's gotten bored with us. He's not bored with us. He's just a man. He would rather watch sports. Don't you know that when it comes to men, it's sports and then women? Don't you know that, Jackie, by now? Well, wait, sports, cars, and then women.
Cars, sports, in.
Oh, Randy says cars, sports, and then women. See? So I know how these men are. That's, there's a certain way their loves go. And, he tells me he loves me, but I think he loves me. He does love me, but he loves his other stuff probably maybe just a tad bit more. I don't know. Do you love it more than me, baby? He's not answering, y'all. Nope, that's not where he's at, Sandy. They say they really miss you, Randy. Okay. I'm just taking this up around that edge. Y'all can see where it's just kind of full of that snowy looking stuff. And I'm even going to take it up on these edges just because we can. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm just going to put it up on these edges as well. I'm just going to kind of let it roll over the edge there. And I'm just going to just keep dabbing it on here. Because y'all, I want it to look like it's coming a good snowstorm is what I'm wanting, okay? So we're just going to keep on dabbing. And here in a minute, we're going to take the dryer to this. And hopefully we can get this to puff up the way I like it to do. Okay. We're just going to start putting it on there all over. And I also think I'm going to put I'm going to put a little glitter in this, y'all. Because that glitter is iridescent, and I think that would be pretty to have the snow glittering or being iridescent. Okay, let me move this out of the way. Let me grab my glitter real quick. Okay. We should have put this in the mix and mix it up in there. That way I wouldn't have had to have it loose because it's going to be loose now. So I hope it doesn't blow away with my dryer because otherwise I'll have glitter all over my craft room. And I really don't want glitter all over my craft room. But if I do, I do. You know, sometimes you just got to take a chance and do things. And it probably will because that's really loose right there. Let's roll that around there and let it grab a hold of it. There we go. Okay, this is iridescent and it's going to look really pretty. Whoops. Okay, that's good. No more glitter because that's going to be all over the place if I don't. Let me clean this up real quick. I just don't want this everywhere. Okay, enough. I don't have my box from last auction. Has it been enough time? Jen, I don't know. Sometimes it takes the mail system a little bit, but you should get it. If you don't get it soon, let me know, okay? And we're just going to puff this up, you guys. What this is, the baking soda will puff with the dryer on it. Let me see if it starts doing it. It has to dry, though. It'll have to start drying here, and it'll start puffing it up. There it goes. It's starting to puff. Y'all see that puffing up? Let me show you. Watch. See if you guys can see that puffing. Y'all see it puffing up? It's blowing that glitter everywhere, but that's okay. What is the mix? Hi, Cindy Lou. How are you, girl? It is baking soda, white paint, and Elmer's glue. And when it dries really nice and hard, but it puffs up and it looks like snow, you guys. It looks like snow. And that's why I love it so much. And you're probably wondering why I put my lid down in here. Because once this dries, look at that, you guys, how it's puffing up around that lid. Once this dries, I will not be able to get that lid in there. So that's the reason I went ahead and put the lid in there. How are you, Cindy Lou? My goodness, girl, it's been a while. I love you, sister girl. I miss you so bad. I really wish you'd come back live. I miss you, girl. I love seeing that beautiful face of yours. It is Cindy Lou. Randy says, hello, girl. Okay, look at that, y'all. See how it's puffing up around that lid? Look at that, you guys. Isn't that awesome? See how close it is to that? Look, see how it looks like snow, you all? Isn't that neat how it works? Okay. Look at that. See how it's all, it looks like snow now, you guys. Look at that. That's pretty awesome, isn't it? All right, we're going to set this to the side. That part is now done. We don't have to mess with that no more. Okay, now this and this, we're going to use some Bonding Boss on. Or not Bonding Boss. We're going to use some Undercover Primer. Actually, do I want to use Bonding Boss? Y'all, I don't know what I want to use. I don't know which one would be the best for this. Let's use some Bonding Boss, just in case. I haven't never used Undercover Primer on plastic, so let's use Bonding Boss, because I do know I've used Bonding Boss on plastic. So we'll use Bonding Boss tonight. We won't use the Undercover Primer tonight. I'm sure it works just as well as it does on everything else, but you never know. What? What are you saying what to, Miss Cindy? She said, I miss you and I love you too. Hi, Brother Randy. All right, we're not going to come down on these threads, you guys, because I want to keep those threads clean because we're going to have to thread that back onto that lid. Now, remember, this is from Dollar Tree, y'all. This is from the Dollar Tree. You guys can get you these little snow globes at the Dollar Tree. I think they're still $1.25, y'all, but I don't know. They may be $1.50 now because you know how prices have changed. Prices have changed. Okay. And this one here is going to be a little rough. Drying this, I'm gonna have to dry this slowly because it is plastic. It's a thin plastic. So you want to keep your dryer moving when you dry this so that it does not melt because it will melt this ball, you guys. It will melt it. Okay, so I'm gonna set this to the side. I'm gonna let this just dry itself for right now, and we're gonna pick this up. What is Bonding Boss? Bonding Boss is a Dixie Belle product, and what it does is it is a primer that helps grab a hold of plastic, glass, or metal. And what it does is it will help your glue, or not your glue, but your paint adhere to plastic, glass, or metal. This is metal. Wait, no, it's not, it's wood. That's plastic. And I do a lot of trays, and I use this Bonding Boss on it as well. And it just helps your glass or your paint grab a hold easier, so it doesn't just slide across it. So we're gonna put this on here. Cindy Lou, things are so different since you left Facebook. My gosh, girl, things are a lot different than they were. Now they want fast videos most of the time. The lives they could care less about. It's just a totally different ball game now. All right, as you guys can see, we have it on here. I'm going to dry this and get this good and dried. Hi, Amy. How are you, hon? Oh, really, Jackie? Well, see, the Dollar Tree here belongs to Walmart. But yeah, Dollar Trees, the Family Dollar and Dollar Trees were all in the same place. They had, down by my parents' house, they had a Family Dollar and a Dollar Tree sharing the same building. So, I don't know, Dollar Tree may have bought all of them, or Family Dollar may have bought all of them, but our Family Dollar went out. We don't even have a Family Dollar anymore. It went out because they didn't want to pay the price for the building they were in, and now these stinking Walmart bins are taking over, y'all. And I don't even like the Walmart bins. The reason I don't like them is because people are so rude and mean and push people down, and they're just not very nice in those bins. So I don't like going in those. But that's just me. I can tell it seems like reels seem to be the way. Yeah, reels are the thing right now. That's what Facebook wants us to do. That's what they're paying for. They're not paying for videos anymore. Like this video here, I'll get paid maybe 60 cents for, if that. I used to get paid really good money for my videos, but not anymore. And it doesn't matter if you have 1 million people watch them. You're lucky to make $3 or $4. So, anyway. Yep, reels are the thing right now. I got some chunky stuff in my paint here. Chunky stuff. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Terry. How are you, friend? But, yeah, the Dollar Trees have gone up. A lot of them have gone really high as far as they're doing the $5, $10, $15 things. And I mean, I know, but everything's gone up though, y'all. So we can't really gripe about it because, you know, toilet papers went up, hamburgers went up, any kind of meat's crazy. But just everything in this world has went up, and it's so sad because it don't have to be that way, but that's just life. That's just life. Your Family Dollar stores were turned into Dollar General. Well, we have a Dollar General here in our town. We used to have a Dollar or a Family Dollar, but like I said, they went out to the bins because they didn't want to pay the rent on the building. I guess the guy that owned the building that they were in was trying to up the rent really high, and they didn't want to pay that much more money, so they just went out, which stinks because I really like the Family Dollar store. I used to go in there all the time. I love that place. They always had such cute things to redo. There's some paint. My paint's got some stuff in it, y'all. See that? It's got little stuff in it. Okay. That should do the job, I think. Pull that on around. Boy, there's all kinds of stuff in my paint. Inflation. That's right. It's happening everywhere. You're right. Sometimes it makes me wonder how these younger families are going to be able to make it, you guys. Ones that have little kids and, you know, if they have any, you know, amount of kids at all. It's so sad that things are so high. But I guess that's life. That's life. We just got to all figure it out. It takes two for sure in a household to work anymore. You can't just... Mom and Dad both have to work. Okay, let me dry this, you guys, and see where we're at with this. God is good. That's right. God is good. I'm so thankful, too, Cindy. If it wasn't for our website, we couldn't do it. But we were blessed enough that enough people knew our website at that point in time that we're able to do it still. But Randy's still working outside the house every once in a while. He's always picking up extra work. There's our little finial, y'all. It's painted nice and white. I do have a couple spots on here I'm going to kind of touch up. I'm going to use a little bit of this Paint Pixie paint to go over this because I think it will look better because that white paint there is just being persnickety. Okay, we're just going to run this across here one more time. Boy, that paint smells so good. I don't know what it is she puts in that paint, but man, that smells good. It's got such a pretty smell to it. Okay, that looks better to me right there. Hi, Sandra. Not good, Cindy Lou. Not good. He's still having a lot of issues. He still hasn't had his legs fixed. But, y'all, we have been checking into a new surgery that they are doing. It is... the surgery is the surgery that Randy needs, but they don't have to cut him from ankle to groin area now. Now they just do it with a catheter. They use what is Walmart bands? I'll tell you here in a minute, Raquel. They use a stone breaker, which Randy used to make when we worked at the medical facility. They use a stone breaker to go in and break up that calcium in their arteries. So there's only one little area that they have to go in the groin area. And they go in there and they can... do his surgery without cutting him from everything. You know, I mean, he was going to be cut down both legs all the way down. So now he doesn't have to worry about doing that. But anyway, Raquel, Walmart, or not Walmart bins. Did I say Walmart bins? I'm sorry, Goodwill bins. The Goodwill bins. It's the Goodwill bins that are taking over. I don't know why I said Walmart. I guess because they both got a blue emblem. I don't know. But anyway, let me grab some paint here, y'all. I got to grab me some paint to paint with because we're going to... paint us a little face on. Let me grab some here real quick. Because I did not get it out because I didn't know for sure that... I didn't even know I was going to go live tonight, y'all, until the very last minute. Let me see here. Let's use this one right here. Okay, that'll do for now. That'll do for now. Yep, praise God, that's true. And you know, he's waited all this time to have that surgery. Maybe that's the reason he's been waiting. I don't know. He didn't want to get it done after Ashley passed away because he didn't care whether he lived or died. And he told me, he said, I don't care if I live or die. He said, so if I go and get it done, I don't even know that I'd fight for my life if I was going to die, because he didn't care after Sis passed away. But then, you know, now he's ready to get it done. He's not feeling good. He wants to get it done. So we've been checking into the surgery, and I think there's like 3 doctors here in Indiana that does it. So with that being said, hopefully he can get something done. I know, I am too. I am so excited that he can have that done. I really am. So anyway, that's a good thing. All right, y'all. I got this down at, let me think. I'm having a power surge, y'all. I got this down at the retreat. There was 2 of them that I picked up, and y'all know I love snowmen. But anyway, look at this, you guys. Yeah, that came from there. And look how it fits this perfect. Look at that. Okay, now y'all know what I'm doing. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate you, sister. But y'all know what I'm doing now. So anyway, let me set this on here for a second because I got to get an idea of where his little eyes are going to go. Because I'm going to go ahead and draw them on here. Get them on here real quick. So we know where to put his little eyeballs. Okay, there's one. Isn't it perfect, you guys? I got it at my retreat. We had tables that we call swap tables. And everybody brought crafting items that they didn't want anymore. And they took home ones that they did want. So it worked out so good because, you guys, we really cleared those tables off. And it was a huge success. Everybody liked them. Everybody seemed to enjoy it. So that made me happy. That was Miss Kay's idea. Miss Kay comes up with some good ones, y'all. She really does. Woo, y'all, I'm having a serious power surge. I am just sitting here just having, woo. Somebody said personal summer, and it really is a personal summer, let me tell you. I need to turn my fan on. Today is Vicky's birthday. Oh my gosh, girl. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to my friend Vicky. Happy birthday to you. God bless you, sister. I hope you had a wonderful day. And I hope that you have many, many more. Let's see. Yes, Miss Kay, we did. We did. We found, there's 2 doctors here in Indiana that do it. I was telling my mom that I was thinking about coming down there and staying with you. Well, I was going to ask you about coming and staying with you while we had it done. Because I was going to, we were going to come to Alabama and have it done. Because Miss Kay was telling me about that surgery, you guys. So then I started checking into it. And that's how I found out they had it here in Indiana. But I was going to see if Miss Kay would let me come down there and stay with her while Mr. Randy had his surgery. Okay. So far, you guys, he's not real cute yet. Not real cute yet, but we'll get him there. We'll get him there. Rinse that brush. I had to use a mason jar tonight, you guys, because I didn't clean my brushes last night. Shame on me, because I don't like dirty brushes. But I'm going to do that as soon as we're done here. All right, we're going to put some eyelashes coming out here on the side. 1, 2. And I'm going to go up top here, and we're going to put a couple. 1. Oh, come on. 2. Oh, darn it, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Hang on, y'all. Let me rinse my brush again. She would, oh yeah, she would have loved that. Her and I'm going to tell you what, Miss Cindy Lou, I don't know what I'd do without my Miss Kay. She's my right arm. I'm not kidding when I say it. She's so good to me. Okay, 1. This is not flowing. I should have added some water to it, I guess. 1, 2, 3. These aren't perfect, but that's okay. 1, 2. Okay, we got our little eyelashes. There's my friend Barbara O'Donnell. Hi, Barbara. How are you? Y'all, I got to sit and talk to my friend Barbara O'Donnell at the retreat. She sat next to me. Her and I talked for a long time. Birthday to all those having birthdays. Do we have more birthdays? Happy birthday, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. We got 300 people in here. That's pretty awesome, you guys. I didn't expect that many at all tonight. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to come in with some blue, y'all. I got a real light blue. And I'm just going to come in here on his eyes. And I'm just going to come right there. And I'm just going to kind of come around. And we're going to pull some blue around in that eye right there. Just like that. You guys can see that or not. I'm going to add just a little bit more right there. Just kind of pull that right on around. It's a really, really bright blue. But that's okay. Okay. Y'all see the blue I put in there just now? We're doing the same thing in the other eye. Y'all, we got some new little kids that are our neighbors, and they seem to be nice little kids. Okay. We put our blue in there, y'all. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you sharing us out. Is it pouring down now, Connie? It was pouring down earlier here. I don't know how well this white will work, but we're going to try this white here. Okay, I'm just going to come in the bottom right here. And we're going to pull a little bit of that down right here. Some white underneath here. I'm just going to kind of pull that one down here. I'm going to turn that around here so I can see what I'm doing, y'all. It's hard to get this just right if you can't see. Just pulling her little, or his little out. Him or her, it's a him because it's got a top hat, so it's a boy. Pull that right on down there. There's Loretta here. Hi, sister girl. How are you? Loretta, if it's my Loretta Conlin, she just had a sale today, you guys. She had some of the cutest stuff. Some of the cutest stuff. Randy and I were watching her while we were eating. Okay. That's what I have so far, you guys. We got some eyeballs. We got some eyeballs. Thank you, Jody. How are you, Jody Larison? Hi, Karen. Thank you, my friend. You're so sweet. You are a sweet lady. All right, and I'm just going to kind of outline this in the black real quickly. Just a very small outline because I want to make... Let me get some water in here, y'all. That is not flowing like I want it to. You got to add water to your paint if you want it to flow good. especially if you're doing thin lines and stuff like that. So I just add a little bit of water, grab it again here, and this will make a nice thin line. See how that goes right on around that? It just flows right on around it. See there how we went around that one eye? Good. I'm glad you're doing good, Jody. Hi, Martine. You guys are so sweet. I appreciate y'all being here. Okay, we're going to go on around this one, and then around this way on this side. There we go. Now he's got some eyeballs, y'all. He's good to go. Okay, I need to put a little bit of a dark line right there between the blue and the white. So I'm just going to come right here. Get some more of that watered down black. Don't need a lot of it, just enough to get a little line in there. Just pull that on through there. Okay, there we go. There's our eyes. Oops, y'all, I just about put that on my material. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Okay, now we're gonna grab some orange up for our nose, and we're gonna start right here in the center of the eyes. We're gonna pull us down a little backward C, almost a C there. Then we're gonna kind of go up, and we're gonna take this and we're gonna go up around the eye and then back down here. Just like that. And that's gonna make our little nose. Okay, I'm just gonna fill this in, and that little nose might have been a little thick there. We may have to take that down a little bit. There we go. Okay. Michelle, thank you for the stars, friend. Michelle, you see what hat I have on tonight? I have my faith hat on. I wore this today out garage selling. We only hit just a few, y'all, because we didn't get out till late, but I did buy a few things. I bought a few things, not a whole lot, but a few. Okay, now, what is your crafting page name? Oh, Loretta. Loretta's page is Handmade with Love by Loretta. Y'all, that is my pumpkin coffee again. I'm loving the pumpkin coffee this year. Okay, I'm going to take you guys, I'm going to grab up just a tad. Lay down there, little guy. I'm going to clean this off, and I'm going to grab a tad of white here, and I'm going to go over that part of the nose that I don't want showing. We're just going to color it back into what we're doing. Got a little string there that's fighting me. So if you do mess up, you can always go back and you can fix it, just like I just did. And there's the little nose. A lot longer than chatbot is saying. Lori, you probably are. What happened is did you ever get unfollowed? Because if you ever got unfollowed by Facebook and refollowed, they go by the date that you started refollowing, which that is so wrong when they do that, because it takes away what you know, have going on there, but that's just how it is. All right, we're gonna put a little mouth on here, y'all. We're just gonna give him a little squiggly mouth. I like these little squiggly mouths on my snowman. I think it makes them cute. I want to go right here, I think. Okay. Give him a little squiggly mouth. Then I'm going to give him just a little bit of a lip right down here at the bottom. I think those lips are really cute. Okay. Y'all see that? He's going to be cute, y'all. He's going to be a handsome feller. Okay, we're going to give him some eyebrows right up here. Which I don't know if we'll see these or not with the hat, but we'll see. Okay, he's got his little eyebrows. He's starting to get a little character going on there, y'all. He's starting to look like a little guy. We're shaping his eyebrows right now. We're giving him some shape to his eyebrows. There we go. Look how cute he is, y'all. Isn't he adorable? He's so cute. All right, we're going to put some little lines on his nose here. Just some little black lines to kind of indicate that it's a carrot. Not a bunch, just a few. Just to kind of make it look like a carrot.
Oh, dang it.
Listen, y'all, he's in there. He's fighting with the TV. Who's winning, babe?
Well, Notre Dame's winning and Alabama's winning.
Oh, are you watching two different games?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm watching one on my phone and one on TV.
There's our little guy so far, you guys. Look how cute he is. Isn't he adorable? Look at that, you guys. Isn't that precious? She's my friend. So she's Beth. That's right. That's right, Hunter. I'm your friend. I'm glad you're here, Hunter. I missed you, my friend.
Come on, Tennessee.
He's such a cutie. Y'all, look how cute he is. Oh my goodness gracious, this is going to be adorable. Okay, now I got to figure out how to get this hat on here without...
Run it.
I need to glue it right up there. So I'm going to go ahead and add some glue right here to the top. Right there. And I'm going to come around here in the back and I'm going to add some glue as well. I'm hoping I can catch it all the way around because we want it to be nice and glued on there. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so cute. I never in a million years thought this is what I would do with these little hats, but you guys, how cute is that? All right, I'm just gonna turn that upside down and let that sit there and mellow in the glue. And then we're gonna pull this back here and we're gonna paint this white. So let me grab some more of this paint here and we will paint this little snow, or yeah, this little snow globe white. Because now remember we've got the bonding boss on here, so it should go on nice and smooth.
Yes. Tennessee.
Okay, it is going on. Do what, babe?
Tennessee just scored. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, she'll come through this computer and get you. She'll come through here and get you. I bet you Gopher's not happy either about that. I'll have to tell Paulette to come and get you again. Those of you that don't know who Paulette is, you guys need to go watch the video on the page. When Randy was presenting at our retreat, he got a special guest that came in and was going to give him a big old smackaroo. Okay, we've got that painted white. Let's dry this real quick and then we'll do another one. Roll Tide! Keep it moving though, you guys, so that you don't melt your ball. I do, Shelly. I really do enjoy, when it comes to Christmas, that's my favorite time of year. That's why I get all excited. Did you make the hat? No, I did not make that hat. I got that hat from our retreat because we had a craft table where people brought craft items and they left craft items. Or they brought them and they took some. So that was one of the things that I got off of one of the tables down there when we was at our retreat. And whoever brought them, thank you very much for them. I don't know where they came from, you guys. I can't tell you. I would say probably Hobby Lobby, Michael's, somewhere like that. But they're just like a little felt hat. They're really cute. I bought a bunch of felt today, you guys. Black felt at Goodwill today for my hats for my snowmen. Because I do make a lot of snowman hats. Okay, we're going to have to do one more dry job and probably one more coat of paint. We're doing a little bit at a time because I don't want to do too much. Let's see here. I'm trying to get my mouse here where I can see the rest of this here. Comment. Yep. Homer got his Christmas movies on. Yep. Susan, I don't know where the hats came from. I got them off my craft tables. Sorry, honey. I would tell you if I knew. I'm going to guess either Hobby Lobby, Michael's, some kind of craft store. Walmart may even carry them. I do know last year I bought a bunch of hats like that at Walmart, but they were a little smaller. They were ornaments. Hi, Margaret. How are you? It's been a while, girl. Hope you're doing good. Okay, one more layer of paint. Like I said, I'm going really light layers here because I want to make sure that it will cover. Good. I don't want it coming off. So I've been doing light layers, and this should be the last layer that we have to do. Paint Pixie paint. Sometimes you have to paint in layers, and this is one time we have to. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys can see we got a big old snowball there. Big old snowball. I think it looks good. Just kind of touching up here. Looks pretty good. Hi, Tina. How are you, friend? Margaret, a lot of times Facebook filters them. If you're not in my lives constantly, like if you're not a regular on the lives, Facebook will filter them out. I don't know why they do that, but they do. And I won't ever see them because they get filtered. And I think it's silly, but I'm sorry I didn't get to see them, hun. What am I painting? This is one of those snow globes you can get at the Dollar Tree. One of the plastic snow globes you get at the Dollar Tree. See, the bottom comes out of it, and it's got like a screw-on thing. It's plastic. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this that I just made. This is made out of a finial from a curtain rod, and then the little hat we put on it. And I've already drilled a hole, you guys. I just took, and what I did was I got a drill bit. I held it up against this to see if it was about the same size as that screw thing. And then we're going to take this and we're going to just screw it down onto this snow globe. We're just going to screw it right on because I've already drilled a hole. Okay, you guys, right there. Barbara O'Donnell's the one that brought them. She got them on Amazon, Walmart, or Michael's. So there you go, y'all. There you go. It's one of the three. I'm going to put some glue underneath this so that it doesn't come unscrewed. So I'm just going to lay some glue right down there so it glues to it. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with me and that coughing stuff. I don't like it, though. Okay, we're just going to glue this right on here. I'm just going to put it right up in there. Give it a big glue down. And this is what we have so far. Okay. There's our little snowman so far. Let me get a drink of this, y'all. Thank you, Cindy Lou. It didn't take me just a minute to come up with it because I was like, I know what I'm going to do with that. The minute I came in here and I picked up that little hat and I thought, what would that hat fit? And then I found that finial and I was like, okay, what can we add this to? And I went in my storage room and I seen that little snow globe and I thought, there it is right there. It was real easy for me tonight. Normally it's not that easy, but tonight it was. Okay, let me grab some beads real quick, y'all. I've lost a bead, so let me grab some beads. Okay. I have just a little thing of beads here, and we're going to put some little, they're going to be kind of like buttons for his shirt. Or his, I guess the snowman don't wear a shirt, but for his outfit there. Y'all, I don't know why all of a sudden I'm coughing like crazy. Okay, I'm trying to make sure these are the same size. They're close. Try this one here. Okay, I like those there. Oh, maybe, hang on. Those two and that one. There we go. That's better. Okay. Thank you, Cindy Lou. Okay, we're going to add some hot glue on the front here, y'all. I'm just going to add 3 little beads here on the front for his buttons on his shirt, or his, whatever you want to call it, his little snow outfit. I'm going to get some tweezers because I don't want to put my hands right in that glue. That's not going to feel real good. So we'll just put that right there, tap it down. Put you right there and push you over there, tap it down. Hold this one, put it right there, tap it down. Okay, we got 3 little buttons. Okay, now I got this piece of material. You guys, I don't know where this came from. I wish I could tell you. It's just a little piece of material. Probably a garage sale. Knowing me, it was probably garage sale because I always pick up extra stuff when I see it. My mom may have given it to me. Mom has a lot of material. I grab it from her all the time. But anyway, I'm going to make a little small cut right here. Okay, and that should be good for right now. I think this will go around here. Let's see. And I'm going to put a little band around his hat. That's a little thick. I'm going to make it a little thinner. So let me cut just a little bit more down here. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you guys. It does not have to be perfect. Because if it's perfect, it's manufactured. This is handmade. So it does not have to be perfect. As close as you can get it is nice, but you don't have to have it perfect. Hi, Ruby Moss. How are you, friend? Just going to lay that right around there, and that should be good. Oh, yeah, that's going to be good. Okay, so I'm going to start here in the back, and I'm just going to put some glue up to here. Just run me some glue around here. Stop right there. I'm going to lay this right down in there. Just glue right around that edge. Oh, y'all, I did it exactly like I didn't want to do. Hang on. Pull that back off. Ooh. Hang on, everybody. We got to turn that upside down because I put the raw edge up instead of the straight edge. That's okay, though. This is going to work. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Now. Get this up here. A little bit more glue here. Okay, and then we'll take this all the way around. See, if that raw edge is down, you're not going to tell if that's not cut exactly perfect. But, there we go. Okay, now I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it under. And we're going to make like a little cuff. First of all, I'm going to put that there. Put this under right here. Just kind of flip that over and glue it to itself. And then we'll roll that down so it has a nice edge down. There's that. Okay, there's his little thing. Hi, Rhonda. How are you? Okay, then I'm going to go over here on the other side. I'm going to use this straight edge over here, which is not perfectly straight, but close. And we're going to cut him a scarf. I want a thick scarf, and the reason I want it thick is because we have a wide neck, so we got to cover the area. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it really thick, and then we can always thin it down if it's too thick, okay? But we're going to cut it thick enough to where it kind of bunches up so that you can't see that big, thick neck. Thank you, Phyllis. Okay, let me pull these threads off of here because we got some loose threads, or let me cut them off. Okay. I was hoping these would pull off so I wouldn't have to sit and cut all of them, but they're not wanting to pull, so we're going to cut them the best we can. And if we have some left over when we get it on there, we'll cut more. Okay. And see, this is going to kind of help cover that thick neck area. And we're just going to kind of let it just fold up in its own way. Pull it over here to the side and let this just kind of flip over. And then I'm going to make some slits in the material for some fringe. Okay. Okay, I got it a little long, so we're going to cut it off some. Cleaning the knitting area. I bet that's fun. Not. Okay, I'm just cutting this for fringe, y'all. Cutting it down right now for fringe. And this doesn't have to be perfect either. If you go up further on one or lower on one, it's not going to hurt. Or if one's a little thicker than the other, it's okay. Does not have to be perfect. And this is called no stress crafting is what this is. No stress. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing here on this one. What kind of bit did you say you used to drill the hole? Just a regular bit. Just a regular bit, Margaret. I got it, it's just a regular drill bit I got from Lowe's. It's a DeWalt bit. I can show it to you here in a minute. Hang on. I'll show you the bit box that came in and stuff because I just have regular drill bits that I bought at Lowe's. I have my own bits and my own drills and everything. They stay right here in my room. Well, when Randy doesn't decide to steal them, when his isn't working or something. Okay, show y'all. Pull this back around here a little bit. I'm gonna flip this over, if it'll flip over, because I want it to kind of, there we go. All right, there we go. I wanted that to kind of hang a little bit. Okay, see, that kind of takes care of that neck. I mean, you can still see the neck, but it does help as far as for it to be a little fluffier. But I think it's folded in half. I'm gonna try to, hang on now, let me pull some of this down here. Try to unfold some of this so that it looks more full. I want it to look fuller. There we go. Kind of pull that out and upward. Okay, that looks a little bit better. We're gonna put some greens right here as well. But look how cute he is, you guys. Isn't that adorable? Okay, I'm gonna grab some greens here. We're gonna put some greens on his hat. We're gonna put some little berries on his hat as well. But I got some greens right here. So I'm going to, where's my little snippers? Right here. These little snippers, you guys, came from my job that I had. I used to make medical equipment with these little snippers. But when I left my job, I asked if I could have them, and they said yes. So they came with me. And I've had those for years and years and years. Okay, that's way too much green, so we're gonna cut this down. Way too much green, so we're just gonna do individual pieces, and we'll put them all three together. That's way too big for his little hat. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Ruby. Oh, I won't forget his little cheeks. I gotta put the white in his eyes too. I won't forget. You don't have to worry. I was thinking about that just a minute ago. Gotta put that white in them eyes because that's what makes him, I always try to do that last because that's what really gives him character. See the green? That green's gonna really stand out on that pretty hat, y'all. That green is gonna stand out beautifully. There's two. Just putting small pieces of, oh, y'all, look at that. Oh my goodness, he's adorable. I love him already. Hunter, what do you think? Do you like him, Hunter? I hope you do, buddy. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Betty. Thank you, Miss Amy. I appreciate you, friend. Okay, I'm just gonna put two more pieces of the greenery and a few little berries, and it's gonna be adorable. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of spread these out. I like to have 3 sprigs on each side. It just kind of gives it, helps your eye to move around. There's that one. Stick this little one in there. Like that there. Okay, now let's get him some berries on his hat. I've got little berries here that I'm gonna pick off here. We're gonna add, well, you know what? I don't know if we need 3 berries or not. We'll see. We might. I'll go ahead and add 3. Why not? Why not? 1, 2. Thank you, Barb. Hi, Jeremy. How are you? I hope you're doing well, friend. I told you I do snowman a lot. Okay, Jeremy, he's made out of a finial. This is a finial. This is a Dollar Tree snow globe. It's a plastic snow globe. This is a finial, which is wood. This came from my retreat. This is a piece of material I had. This base is a picture, and I added some snow on here. I used, for the snow, I used paint, Mod Podge, and baking soda. And you can see the snow, how it's raised up. When you heat it, it turns into snow. Okay, now, y'all, we're going to take and, oh, his button, y'all. We lost a button. I lost a button. Well, we'll have to find another one, won't we? My goodness. There it is right there. I see it. I see it. It went rolling. That's okay. We can fix it again. We can fix it again. It just, I got a little rough with him. Okay, hang on. Just heat it up and then just lay it right back down in there, and it should take to that. Nope, it's not going to. All right, let's get some hot glue out here. We'll just add a little more hot glue and just pop it right back in there. Okay, there we go. We got some runaway glue there. It's wanting to Okay. Okay, we got his buttons back on. Now what I'm going to do is, this is why I put this in this base to begin with, y'all. I could not get him in the base if I did not do this first, okay? So I had to put him in there first so that we could get him in that base. All right, see that, you guys? Okay, now he's got more snow on this side. I really wish this side was showing more so than that side, but it's okay. All right, now I'm going to add a little more of that snow at the bottom here. And the reason is because I want to cover that bottom of him up. Build a snowman. Isn't that awesome? Wanda, that is awesome. I'm glad to hear that, friend. That's awesome. I love it when you guys do stuff like that. All right, I'm going to take this little spatula this time, and I'm going to add this with the spatula since I put my other thing in the, already in my thing there. And I'm just going to kind of put this all over the bottom of him. Just kind of bring it up on my snowman. I may have to make more, you guys. We may have to make more. I think we're going to have to. And that's okay if we need to make more. I'm fine with that. I don't mind doing it. Okay. So I will show you guys that did not get to see me make it. I'll show you how to make it. Give me a second here. Coming off of here. You guys, this is better than any snow text or anything like that. And I'm not trying to get you guys not to buy that stuff. It is a lot cheaper. And honestly, it works wonders. I'm telling you, it truly does. This is old school, but it is a wonderful thing to have in your little crafting repertoire or whatever you want to call it. Okay, now I'm going to grab some baking soda. I'm just going to pour some baking soda in here, you guys. I don't measure. You guys seen last time? I do not measure. I just put it in there. Okay, I'm going to add some more here. About 3/4 the way up is what I want it. Okay, there's my baking soda. Then I'm going to add some white paint. There's no certain measurements. White paint. Okay. There's my white paint. And then you're going to add Elmer's glue. Elmer's glue. Y'all, I buy it by the gallons because I use it this way. Okay, we're going to pour that right on in there. We're going to put quite a bit in that cup of that Elmer's glue. Okay, there we go. And I don't measure any of it. Never have, never will. And then you just stir it up really good. Mix it together really, really good. And this is going to create your puffy paint. Oh, thank you, Margaret. I try. I try to share with y'all what my knowledge that I do have. Okay. And it kind of looks like pudding when you're done. Look at that. See, it's got that thick consistency. It kind of reminds you of pudding, I guess. But it's thick. Okay, now we're going to wipe this off with the baby wipe so I can put my brush back up. Okay, that's all you got to do. Just wipe it with a baby wipe. All right. Now, we're going to use that to do this is our snow. And that's all you got to do, y'all. That's all you got to do. And I'm just going to let it drop down on him, and then I'm going to heat it up. Once we heat it, it'll start puffing. It'll puff up like crazy. We'll pull his little thing up there. And see, his head is connected because we put it on with a drill and screwed it on. Marshmallow, yeah, it kind of reminds you of marshmallow fluff. It sure does. That is a very good example. I would say that is about as close to marshmallow fluff as you can get as far as the texture. That's probably even a better one than what I was saying. That is a really good one. Okay, y'all can see I've got him all covered up now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this with a dryer. I got to keep this moving though, because I don't want to keep it one spot on that plastic. Because if you keep it in one spot on that plastic, it's going to melt it. Okay, now we got some snow drifts here, y'all. Will it puff without heat? No, it will not. No, it will not. You might be able to puff it with a blow dryer. I'm not sure, but no, you have to have heat because the baking soda is what causes it to puff. And that's why you put baking soda like in your breads and in your cookies and stuff like that, is to make it have that puff, or baking powder. That gives it that's what makes it raise. You love him, Michelle. I do too. I think he's super cute. All right, y'all. I don't think this is completely dry, so I am going to add just a little bit of my shimmery glitter to that part because I didn't add that before I started drying, but that's okay. I think it's still a little damp, and that's okay. I'm just going to add some of that in there. That's going to make it shimmer the rest of the way. And I do have a couple pieces of, where do those tweezers go? I just had them. There. I do have some of this stuff that came off of his, yeah, that's still a little damp. But I'm afraid to dry that too much because I don't want to melt him. Don't want to melt the plastic. But you guys, look at that. Is that not as precious, y'all? I love him so much. Glitter. Yes, that was glitter that I used right here. It's iridescent glitter. I get that from Walmart. Oh, hi, Lori. How are you, honey? I hope you're doing good. I've missed you too. Thank you, Michelle. Okay. All right, you guys. I think this is precious. Look at that. Okay, let's give him some cheeks. You guys, I got some free, what did I do with that? Darn it, it's in my purse. I got some free blush at a yard sale today. Somebody had a thing of blush and they had free on it. And I told her, I said, I'm not taking this for myself. I said, I'm taking it for snowman. So I snagged some blush at a garage sale for my snow people. But I'm going to go ahead and use this one that I have in here already. Got some glue on here. Okay, and I'm just going to use a little brush. I'm just going to get some blush on this little brush and put it on his cheekies. And this is what's going to make him. These little cheeks and his whites in his eyes. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Connie. 160 or 360. I'm glad y'all are here tonight. You guys, don't forget, tomorrow is the Mystery Box Challenge. It is the Crafting Mystery Box Challenge. So y'all come back and see me tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. I will be on here being scared to death, crafting live. But y'all never know I'm scared to death because I don't tell anybody. I don't tell anybody. Okay. Look at those cheekies, y'all. Super cute. Okay, there's that part. And then we got to put the whites in his eyes, and I'm going to use a stylus to do that. Just a small stylus that have the little balls on the ends because it's just so much easier than doing anything else. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to dot him right there. Whoops, that's almost too big. Dot him right there. Oh, y'all, I don't know if that's too big or not. I don't know. What do y'all think? Is that too big? We can make it smaller. That actually looks cute. That actually looks cute. He does melt. You're right. But he comes back to life, Lori. He comes back to life. I've got a little piece of glue right here on the front of this. It's driving me crazy. I may have to put a little more paint on this. Because that little piece of glue right there is going to drive me nuts, I think. Okay, good enough for now. I'm not going to worry about it right now, but I'll come back in and mess with it here in a little bit. But look how cute he is. Y'all, do you think he needs a piece of Totally Dazzled on his scarf? I know he needs something on his scarf. I don't know what. Let me see here. Let me see here. Maybe some greens. Let's see what that green looks like. Do we want the greens on his scarf or do we need to Totally Dazzled? I think that green might be too much. Oh wait, we got a pine cone. Let's put a pine cone. Let's see what that looks like. That might be all right. We'll do the green and a pine cone. That might be all right. The green on here. We're just going to kind of shove it up underneath there. Thank you, R3, and I appreciate you, my friend. And then we're going to put this little pine cone. But before we put the little pine cone, I'm going to grab this here again, y'all. And I'm going to get a little bit of this snow, and we're going to dab it on our pine cone. Just a little bit. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm going to put this right on here. Hold that right up there. A rusty bell. All the bells that I have are bigger bells. I don't think I have a small rusty one. Y'all, that pine cone looks really cute though. Look at that. That looks really cute. Okay, I'm gonna go in now and I'm gonna grab me a brush and we're gonna put a little snow on his hat. Maybe some on those berries, which you can't really puff this too much, I don't think. You might be able to. Put some snow along the brim of his hat. Okay. We're going to put some snow up top here. Make it look like it's been a snowing and a snowing. Okay, a little more up here. Okay. See the snow, you guys? Look how cute that is. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of snow on his little bits of greenery on his hat. Some of it on his berries here. Because when it snows, it don't just hit one spot. It hits all over. So we got to kind of make it look like it's doing the same. If his nose stuck out, I'd put some snow on his nose. We could put a little bit on top right here, I think, maybe. There we go. Put a little bit on his nose. Maybe his buttons, a little bit on his buttons. Where's Randy? He's watching IU or whatever game it is. He's watching ball games. I'm not sure what they are. Okay. See all the snow, you guys? That makes it look so much better, more real. I mean, of course, it's not realistic, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, it helps it to look a little more realistic anyway. Little pieces of snow here and there. Maybe a little bit on his scarf here. He's cute, you guys. He really is cute. I love him a lot. Okay, I think that's good, you guys. Now I'm going to try to puff it a little bit, if it will. I don't know that it will up here. We'll try, though. I'm going to turn it down so I can keep it moving. Hi, Linda Goby. How are you, friend? Hope you're doing good. Little arms, Molly, I don't know how I can without, because it's plastic and I won't be able to push into it. So, I don't know. I'll think about some arms. I'll think about it. There it goes. It's puffing, y'all. There it goes. Woo. Can y'all see it puffing up? Look at that, how it's puffing up. It is puffing. See it? It's all puffing up pretty good. I'm afraid to do too much of these greens because I'm afraid it'll melt the greens because they're plastic. There we go. Okay. There we go. Look at it, you guys. He is done, y'all. He's done. I think he's cute. Okay. The little arms, you know, somebody said something about the arms. Now, you know what we could do? Maybe. I don't know. I don't have any sticks in here. I'd have to go get some sticks, but I didn't even think about arms, to be honest. We could always use pieces off of this here. Let me see here if we can. I don't know if I can get them to stay, but let me see if we can figure out something. We could always use those. Let's see here. We might be able to. I don't know. I ought to drill down in there and stick these down in the holes. Is what I ought to do. That would be cute. You love him, Barb? I'm glad you guys like him. Is it puffy paint? No, Linda, I've made it. It's made out of Mod Podge, or not Mod Podge, Elmer's glue. Elmer's glue, white paint, and baking soda. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's cute without the arms, Rhonda. I don't know if this arm is even going to stay up there because it's so tall. I don't know that it'll stay, but we're going to try. That's what I thought too, Loretta. And if it doesn't stay, I'll have to drill holes. Yeah, see, it's not going to stay, y'all, I don't think, with it dry. But yeah, we'll probably have to drill holes down in it to put the arms in. But we can. Hang on a minute. Pull that off there. See if I can get that glue off there, and we'll see what we can do here. Somebody wanted to know what drill bits I had anyway, so let's do that real quick. Let me get this glue off here. Okay, there we go. Hold on a minute. Okay, here is the That's the drill bits I use just right here. They're just regular DeWalt drill bits is what they are. Thank you, Lori Parks. I'm glad you like it, sister. Okay, what I usually do is I will take and look at the back end of what I'm putting in here, and I will just make sure there's nothing hanging or anything like that, and clip it down as small as I want it. And then what I will do, let's get this out of the way here, is I will take my drill bits, which this one's loose. Come here, Beth, get out of there. Get out of there. I didn't have them all placed down in there just right. Okay, and then what I do is I will use whatever drill bit I think is close enough to the size. I'll take the back end of the drill bit and I'll put it up against that, and I kind of measure it to see which drill bit would best fit what I'm putting in, which I think this one here is the best one. So then we take the drill bit out, we add the smaller drill bit. Okay, it's getting tight. And then I just drill through this. Scoot all that out of me way. Where did I do with the other arm? Oh no, did I just move that other arm, y'all? I did. Oh my goodness, that would have been bad. Okay, let's get this arm on here, y'all. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set it on here. Hold on. We drill through it and then back out. But you've got to be careful not to push real hard, because what will happen is it will it'll bust your plastic. You don't want to bust your plastic. Okay, there's one arm, you guys. We have one arm on. We have one arm on. I want that arm turned like that, though. I think that looks better that way. Yeah, there we go. There's one arm. Hi, Monroe. Okay, here we go. We're gonna stick that one there. He's gonna be standing there like this, y'all, like he's hollering touchdown. Okay, let me see. We got to make sure they're fairly even. Move my little scarf out of the way so we don't get that wrapped up in our drill bit. Right there, I think. Okay, that looks good. Okay, here we go. Oops, hang on, we're sliding here. Okay, let's put this little one in here. He now has arms. Isn't he cute? I love him. I really do. Love the arms. Okay, there's his little arms, you guys. He is fully equipped now. He can go paint. He can do whatever he wants. But there he is, you guys. He turned out super duper cute. I love him so much. But anyway, you guys, that's what I got for you all tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I hope you guys got some ideas of what you would like to do. Oh, I was also going to show y'all something. Hang on a minute. These little pieces of, see how they've got the frosty stuff on them? You could always take these and kind of just push them down inside there when you were doing, which I can't do it now because it's solid now. But we could drop a little piece of glue down in there. We'll just put some glue down in there. And then I will pop these up here, and it looks like it's just kind of growing up out of the ground around him like that. Now he needs mittens. I'm not making mittens for no little snowman, y'all. I probably could, but I'm not going to. That's funny. He needs mittens now. Okay, we're going to drop that down in there, some glue. We're going to set that right down inside that. And this is going to give him some greenery popping up out of there, just to add a little bit of color. And I think I'm going to put another one right here in front of this little guy on this side right here. And then, bam, there we go. That looks adorable. We gotta put some snow in his arms? We will. But look at his little snowy plants, you guys. Aren't those cute? That just adds a little something to it. Okay, we will do a little snow on the arms. Get some snow here. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate you, friend. You're a sweetie. Y'all, I tell you what, when I really love to do stuff, just like these snowmen, I get into them. I just love doing them. Snow on his body? No, I don't want to put snow on his body. I want to keep him kind of plain because that way it really makes the snow that's on the ground stand out. Put snowballs on the bottom. I don't have any snowballs, but he does have snow. You can see he has snow. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed making it with you guys. Thanks for hanging with me, and thank you guys for sharing. I will pick somebody for spreading these blessings. So if you have not done that, go ahead and do that now, and then I'm going to pick somebody and either message, and if I can't get a hold of you, I'll talk about it tomorrow on my live during my mystery box challenge. So if you guys have not spread the blessings, you guys do that for me. I'd appreciate it. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, Kathy. All right, y'all. Let me say a prayer with you guys if you don't mind. Father God, we come to you tonight, Lord. Father, we ask that you bless each and every one of our friends here. Lord, we ask that you take care of them as they leave here. And I ask, Lord, that you bring them back again tomorrow. We love and thank you for all that you do. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Y'all have a blessed night. Love you guys, and we'll see you later on. Bye-bye, y'all.